brother, thank you so much. So yeah, he let me in. Okay, these were the apartments for the singles, the people or the bachelors. And okay, this road didn't exist back then, so this is just going through. This was the masjid. All right, our house, well, last house was one of these. Let me just find. You know, people are really impatient. And as you can see, you saw whole Jeddah city, and you probably didn't see these types of cars. And now you're in Saudia City, and you're looking at Aston Martins and I don't know, some Chinese brand. So this compound is now, I think, is a hotel. All right, so NE 9-4A was our last house. These are abandoned houses, and this is what I meant when I said that they have really abandoned these houses. But this was our last house, villa, I would say, in Saudia City. Look at that. Actually, I can park if the other and then just get out. Yeah, I don't think anybody's living in these two houses, so I will park. I don't know how we used to park the Caprice Classic over here. It's all abandoned. See, this is the thing that hurts. All abandoned houses. Let's get out. So these are all abandoned houses now, and there used to be great landscaping done. My mother spent a lot of time on landscaping of this house. It just hurts to see it like this. I don't know whose car is parked over there. Oh, this is painful. And this is the big club that we used to call. That was the biggest recreation center. It was huge, and still is. I think it still is the recreation center, but now most of the residential areas are gone. That's the biggest pain. Like, all of this was really greatly landscaped, and we would just use these back doors and back paths or backyard paths to skip out of the houses late at night and get with friends and come back through these windows and things like that. All right, let's explore. And then this also had Star Market. That was a market that was in Saudia City. Stupid log hai yaar, bilkul. Any 6-2. Yes, this was Sajid और इसके बराबर Saqib. ये देखो, ये वाला घर साजिद का था, and the other one Saqib. इसका उसका डोर की तस्वीर ले लो एक इससे. All right, so now I just passed the house of a couple of my friends' houses. Actually, used to take those back paths all the way. Is there any dash? I don't know where our first house was. Any 3-13. Make a right from here. So this is after. Last time I was here was 20 years ago, 21 years ago. But I lived here almost 33 years ago. So I don't know. I mean, a lot has changed. Like there's a gate over there. That was the fence that we used to cross over to get to the mini market. Okay. Our first house into Saudia City was NE 3-13. So let me see. 3-1. Yeah, this is the street. So you can see that even now the houses that are populated, how well maintained they have been. 3-9, 3-11. Oh my gosh. This is 3-13. This one, I think. Yes, this is 3-13. Wow, they put a gate there. take 8 seconds. Hold on. Hopefully that tennis court still exists where we play cricket in a crutch. Oh my god. See, this is the thing. It's destruction, man. None of those buildings existed. Obviously, that's what you call, I guess, progress. But this white building that you see, those are all residents, and that was the tennis court and some play areas. Okay, so now we are gonna go to Star Market. Back then it was the heyday of Saudia City and Saudi Airlines and everything, so I guess. Alright, so now we turn left. Let's see one of the nicest areas back then. Star Market. It was their own market. Then they had their own telephone exchange that was by the mosque that we just passed by. And they also had their TV station. And straight ahead was the Hostess compound. I don't know if they have that or not. So this is that big club that we were talking about. The huge recreation club. I don't know what they have over there now, because it was one of the biggest facilities that we couldn't even get in most of the times. So this was the park that we would cut across, and now there are so many theaters and film festivals in Saudi City. Back then there was no theater in the whole country. There was one built right there. The white building that you're seeing is the one theater that was closed down when we have. That was the hill of some major activities among some of our friends. So this was the theater that never opened. And there were some payphones over here, but nobody uses payphones. And this was the Saudia City trademark tank that says Saudi Airlines on top. Capture the tank. And after this tank, that is where the Star Market was. I hope it still is. Yeah, I think it's still there. I don't know all the other houses and their. So look at the cars, man. So now they have the dealership within Saudi City, and you can tell that this is still a place to be for a lot of people. Now this is where we ruled. Wow. They had so many restaurants and things like that, but okay, there's a dealership over here. So now they have dealerships in Saudi City. Let's see if we have something that we can eat over here. Man, we had some major activities over here. Wow, Star Market. This is the Star Market. It was a grocery store and many shops, like a mini mall that it is right now, but it's much more elaborated and huge. That's Hookah Lounge, Italian restaurant. There's a lot of activity even now over here, so it means either people come to visit or they're still living here. If I didn't have to go to that Al-Baik, I would have tried something from here. Wow, so that is the Star Market. So this was the baseball field. I'm gonna go one more circle. Some friends lived over here. There was another club over here, recreational club right there. That was the baseball field and volleyball courts that we used to play, and I had some fights over there during the games. But some good old days. Okay, now I'm gonna try to go to SE7 if it still exists. That was the main recreation club. That was a hub and the meeting point for all the friends. And another friend's house. This was another tennis court where you used to play cricket, actually, in tennis court. It's really nice, especially, you know, the cleanliness. I'm still surprised. Other than the abandoned parts of the city, it's really well maintained. Because in the areas that are populated, I'm still seeing the cleanliness, and I've seen maintenance guys just like before on their bicycles and motorcycles. I mean scooters actually, all around. But it has been shrunk to the bare minimum. That's the biggest change that I see. I mean, you could do so much more, and so much that you couldn't in the actual Jeddah city. And even the city police would not be here. It would just be the security. They had their own security, which you saw right now, but at that time they were a lot more strict. So let's see if the hostess compound is still the hostess compound. I think so. Yes, I think so. Yeah, this part's still the same, or similar at least. So everybody, this is SE7. I couldn't locate the front entrance, so I remembered that this was the back entrance. And I think that's because they have built another building over there. I mean, this part of the city is not really well maintained, but the ones that are maintained, they're still in good shape. So let's see if this entrance lets me in. I can't believe I remember all of this. Oh, this is closed. This is like, it's been closed for ages, it seems like. Let me see. Yep, it's locked. I think it's abandoned. It's abandoned also. Yeah, this was the building, man. Oh, I can see the structure. The ceiling is off, the walls are off. Wow. Okay, the door is open here. Ah, shoot. Look at that. This was SE7. Can you believe this? The most happening place of all times. There was a swimming pool over there, tennis courts over there. There's the swimming pool. There's another swimming pool. That's the tennis court. So yeah, this was the place. Wow. I think that's enough. Very disappointing. And I guess that's how it works. Now I gotta go. Alright, so fellows, this is it. There's so much more that I haven't discovered. I couldn't find one of my friends who just texted me a little while ago. He wanted to find his house, so let's see if I can find that, and then I'll be out. Alright, so just trying to find one more house for one of my friends, and then we'll head out. I'll actually stop at the masjid. So this was the masjid right by our house. I think that's still open. So now what happened to the houses that were behind the masjid? That was our hangout place, Waji's house, after Jummah. I don't remember the bathrooms. Yeah, they're very nicely maintained. Alright, so this is the masjid of Saudia City, maintained. Yeah, look at this, still maintained. To see. Alright fellas, so it's quite sobering. I can't thank God enough for what he has given all of us, all of the friends that I have and myself. But there are certain things in life that without which your life is incomplete. And that part is played by Saudia City in all our lives. That, you know, it was that great meeting point for all of us who became lifelong friends to this day, and such a cornerstone of my own personal life, because from here I went to the United States 33 years ago, and I've been back once after that in 2003. And to see this place, yeah, some parts are really well maintained, but you know, most of the residential parts gone. It's just it's just an emotional attachment thing more than anything else. So hopefully you guys liked the video of Saudia City coverage exclusively, and if you did, please like, share and subscribe. An excuse for the lack of energy in my voice, because had a long couple of days, and then coming here is both at the same time. I'm glad I did, but finding it in the state, it just brings up a lot of memories, and you know, so that's why this. So hopefully you guys liked it. Thank you. All right, everybody, so done with Saudia City. Again, I already shared my comments and emotions. Again, it's great. It's just, there's so many memories that I can just go on and on and on, even though out of the whole group I think I spent the least amount of time over here. Now we are gonna head back, or head to the favorite place that we had back then is Al-Baik. तेरा यकीन तेरियां यादां